Welcome friends to the Killdex for Freemarch, your complete and most accurate guide to all the rare mobs in Rift. It is the most accurate. You can't get much accurate than video. And you see my guardian buddies have brought up a chair for me to sit around and wait for these rare mobs, because you will have to wait quite a long time. And maybe the guardians will bring a chair out for you as well. But yeah, it takes a while to get Freemarch knocked out. You know, you're looking at a week or a couple of weeks to get the zone done. And with my recommendation, you should do several zones at one time. First up, we have Gizzit, who is another cockatrice type beast. And you can find this NPC right near the bridge. You know, right when you walk into Freemarch from the Droughtlands. Can't miss the little sucker. And if you have your targeting macro going, you're going to target it before you even see it. That's one great thing about that. The only problem with the NPC being so easily to find is everybody else is finding it just as easily and passing by it. You know, it's right here on the road, so Gizzit gets whacked quite a bit, so you're going to need to probably camp it a little bit. And not too far from Gizzit, you will find Azagamara. Yeah, he's one of those dog guys. They call them kobolds in Rift for some reason, but if you go back into D&D mythology and literature, you'll find that kobolds have always been underground dwelling, you know. Maybe they just didn't want to copy the Anubis, because these are, you know, Anubians, you know, the dog-headed, you know, Egyptian mythology, you know, as Anubians, but I don't know. I won't get off on that, but Azagamara, he's real easy to find. He's right next to Gizzit, you know, just a few feet in. And if you have your targeting macro going, you know, it's going to flip-flop between the both of them. So, yeah, they might be both up at the same time. I had to wait quite a while on this guy. He's not a, you know, regular spawn. He just shows up every once in a while. And you see he has his little camp here. You know, he has, you'll see the camp, and you know, some of these rares, they have like their own models they bring with them, you know, such as a campfire or you know, something like that. And you can see there where I am on my map. Within this very small little area here, you will find 3 rares. There's Gizzit, right where my mouse is at, and right across the stream into the Droughtlands, you'll find Fritick the Broken, and as we've been talking about, Azagamara, what a name, is right here. So, yeah, you can knock 3 out at one time if you know, are looking and have your macro going. On the way I do it is I have all my macros set on my bar, and as I switch zones, I just flip it over to my 0 macro key right there, and I have my G15 constantly spamming it. Next we have Gogrol. Yeah, a little troll who's just kind of chilling right behind the Defiant camp, but they don't mind, you know. Hey, we just got a big old troll behind us doing something, and we'll just leave him alone. He's easy enough. He's, you know, none of these guys are elites or anything, and no real big challenge. If it looks funny the way I'm fighting, it's because I'm, you know, trying not to attack, because I'm wielding a legendary axe, and it's just like 2 hits and these guys go down. So I'll engage and auto attack, and then I'll just, you know, I'll untarget them just so that I don't kill them in 2 swings. So if you're wondering what I'm doing there, that's what that's all about. But this guy, you know, of course all these are going to be a walk in the park for a 50. But if you're of level, you know, they might be a little of a challenge, but it's nothing that you aren't going to be able to handle, you know, real easy. And Gogrol, he's really close to Gizzit and, you know, the Iron Bridge right there. And the coordinates I have are correct. And if you've looked at the coordinates and, you know, you've been rare mob hunting, you've seen that some coordinates are reversed with another mob, or they're just flat out wrong. So here in my Killdex, you have the most accurate coordinates you can get. You can see where I'm killing the mob. You can see on my map. You can see me looking around, so you can make landmarks. And I don't think you can get much accurate than that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. The next Killdex should be stone-filled, and in it I'm going to have all the brand new rares that have been added, and it's going to be pretty cool. You're going to like that, and it's almost done. Should be out in the next few days. Next we have a Crepit Pokeit. I was very curious what in the hell a Crepit Pokeit is, and it turns out to be a little boggling. And in fact, it's the whole Crepit family. They're out here just, you know, eating some fish on the beach. They weren't hurting anybody. I felt kind of bad taking these guys down, but had to do it, you know. Got to do it. And yeah, they were real easy. You know, they're just the whole Crepit family, and they're all rares, but you only get credit for the Pokeit. So yeah, if you're looking for that achievement, and you do not need every single rare mob to get the achievement. You only need, I believe, 6 out of the 8. I think there's 8 there. And you will get your achievement with just doing 6. The reason I have every single mob here is for the people who want to do every mob, the completionists out there. Or, you know, doing your achievement, you're going to want to check every single location, you know, then just to knock out your 6 as fast as possible. After doing this for a while, I feel like I can give a little advice. And I've found the best way to hunt rare mobs is to run through one zone, go to every location, you know, all the coordinates for all the rares with your targeting macro going, and then move on to the next zone and do zones that are near each other, like such as Freemarch and Droughtlands and Freemarch and Stonefield. You know, do like these zones together, and you know, like the same, like Gloamwood and Silverwood and Moonshade Highlands, you know, do all those zones that are near each other, and that way it reduces your traveling substantially. And you know, we all know how expensive using the porticulum is. And next we have the Sea Scuttler. He's just one of those little crab guys. At least he resembles what his name is. You know, some of these names, they're really far off from what the model is. You're kind of left with, oh, well, that's what a Crepit Pokeit is. Oh, okay. Some of them are kind of a surprise once you arrive at the rare mob. I'm hoping in the future they decide to add some more models to this game, because it really lacks models. There's only really a handful of each kind. And it's Attack of the Clones. It really is. You know, I would really have hoped that they had added a special model for, you know, some of these rares, but you can just go to a dungeon and see that the bosses are the same model as some of the mobs in the low-level zones, and, you know, we all know. I think that they will update these models at one point. Well, I'm all hoping. We're all hoping they will, right? But anyway, these mobs, these rares here in Freemarch, you know, they're no challenge at all. And speaking of mobs that do not resemble their name whatsoever, Augustor. And I was expecting maybe some Caesar-like warrior here, and it turns out to be a bull. It's just a little bull running around. I guess he might be like the sacrificial bull to this monument here. And it is right next to Meridian. And you can get this guy without getting flagged if you're on a PvE server. If you're on a PvP server, well, you know, you're going to have a complete battle all through Freemarch anyway. You're going to be fighting everywhere you go. You're going to be PvPing and doing your best to get these rares before you get ganked, right? So there is a reason I play on a PvE server. But most of my filming has been done on the alpha server because I play on Wolfsbane. There's so many damn people, it's just really almost impossible to film something like this. If you'll notice, when I am on the live server, when I'm on Darkosis and I'm filming this, you'll see how quickly I have to just jump off my mount and just tag something, because there's always people around. And if I just pause for 1 second, you know, I'm going to miss it. That's just how it goes. But anyhow, this is Augustor. He's easy. No problem. And you will have to forgive me for sounding like Guardian biased or, you know, something like that. I know that there's a lot of defiance watching these videos, and I love you guys. what can I say? I just play Guardian all the time, and so my vernacular and my vocabulary is Guardian oriented. Alright, next and the very last is the Tormented Wisp. And there's 3 of them out here. Yeah. I've been noticing that there's like double, triple, quadruple spawns of rares. I'm not sure what's going on with that. In Stonefield, just recently, a lot of the new ones are having doubles and triples, and this is happening on the live server as well. It makes no difference that I'm on the alpha server. I do go and check on the live servers, and I'm not going to release something that I don't feel is accurate. That's just how I am. And the Tormented Wisp, you'll get, all 3 of the items it drops, since there's 3 of them here, and you got 3 greens. And that's what I've noticed on these quadruple and triple spawns, is they all have the green loot and all that. So, hey, I'm not going to complain. 3 for the price of 1. And this has been your Killdex for Freemarch. I am your host, Dark Hoses. The name of the channel is The Gamer Down. We do lots of Rift stuff, and there's going to be lots of more things coming up here really soon. Like a WoW and wow. There's just a lot of things that are coming up, and you're going to want to be subscribed to check out all these good things. And I'm waiting for the NDA on the Star Wars The Old Republic to be lifted, and that's going to be nice. Anyhow, thank you for joining me for this Killdex, and I will see you next time.